coming into your YouTube airwaves. I'm Vaughn, the Stat Man, and welcome to the Stat Room. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Vaughn, the Stat Man. You can follow me on Twitter at Vaughn the Stat Man, and guys, check out my website, vaughnthestatman.com. All right, guys, so we got an 8-game slate on tap today. It's a very tricky slate today, guys. This is going to be a slate to where you will need about 400 points if you believe that you can take down a GPP. It's definitely doable, but it will take a lot of hard work and a little bit of luck. So let's get right into it, guys. I don't like to waste a lot of you guys' time. So without wasting any more time, let's get it. So before I begin this video, guys, please hit that like button. Please subscribe to my channel and also leave a comment, guys. Thank you. Let's get into it. All right, guys, let's break down this 8-game slate. Now, I did say that it requires a little bit of luck mixed with skill. The luck comes in to getting the right player. The skill comes in from picking the right game. So if you get on the right game, in every game, there's going to be a person that's going to go under what you believe they're going to do, and there's going to be a player that goes over. So let's go look at the games real quick, guys. Let's break down the games real quick. So if you look at Minnesota at Detroit, there's going to be someone in this game that is probably $5,000 or less that will put up 30 points. There might be a player in this game that's over 8,000 that might put up 38 points. That's what I mean, is to get lucky and getting the low tier guy. And fantasy, that's what makes it difficult, because in fantasy, the goal is you're trying to create a lineup that can do 300 points. The luck is all 9 of your guys perform about 7 to 10 points more than what they were supposed to do, because fantasy is very challenging. You have so many people doing fantasy. You have, in this contest that I'm in, you'll have people putting in 150 lines. So that's why unlimited GPPs are hard, and it's not going to be easy for you to take down $10,000 in first place. So you have to be realistic. But what you do is you go through and trust what you see. And one day it will be your day. Everybody has their day. But the key is, will you have your lineup in the right contest when your time comes? All right, so Minnesota and Detroit, I really like this game, guys. I think Gobert and Towns are going to have field days. I also like Jade McDaniels. And Bojan Bogdanovic should also have a pretty big day, as well as Jade and Ivy. I think Ivy can get you 35. I think Bogdanovic can get you 35. Detroit actually plays decent at home, and they actually compete at home. They don't typically get blown out at home. They get blown out on the road. So that's a game I like. If you look at Milwaukee and Cleveland, Milwaukee, Dame Lillard has been getting killed by opposing point guards. And believe it or not, power forwards give Milwaukee all kind of fits. So I like Wade, even though he doesn't do a whole lot. I think Wade can get you, I would say, about 20 fantasy points. Brook Lopez and Jared Allen are going to go at each other. This is a game where Jared Allen's not going to get you 50 fantasy points, not against Brook Lopez. He blocks too many shots. He's too big of a body. So if Jared Allen was 7.5, I will play him. But at his 8+ price tag, I would not play him. Next, you got San Antonio at Boston. I think Boston will rest a guy or two. I think Porzingis will probably rest. I think Holiday will rest. White could possibly rest. So that's going to leave Jaylen Brown and Tatum. And I just believe that Boston is the superior team. They're going to blow this team out of the box. So I would look at Boston's backup players if I was going to run players in this game. Miami at Toronto, I like this matchup as well. You have, with Miami, you have Kyle Lowry. Jimmy Butler is back. Jimmy Butler's first game back, he put up 48 fantasy points. Absolutely balled out. Bam Adebayo is going to destroy Jonte Porter. Bam Adebayo is a player in this slate where he could get 55 fantasy points. Siakam is going to give Jovic the business. Butler's going to handle Barnes. I think Lowry is somebody that you might want to play, because now with Hero, Butler, and Bam, I think Lowry can now get about 6 or 7 assists. He'll probably get you 8 or 9 points. And if he gets you 1 or 2 steals, Lowry could get 30 in this game, and he's under 5,000. This is what I'm talking about, the luck with fantasy, is he might be the guy today that's under $5,000 that puts up 30 plus points. You have to take a chance, guys. If it don't work out, so what? How else you think you're gonna win $10,000? You can't be safe. You have to take chances in unlimited entry GPPs. But when you're playing the contest like a single entry contest or like a head-to-head, you play all safe picks because you're like, I'm trying to get a 295, because a 295 you're gonna win 85% of the time in head-to-heads. With a 290, even a 280, you're gonna kill. It's hard to get a 275 in NBA. So if you can get a 275, you're gonna do extremely well. Orlando at Atlanta. I would really like this matchup if Franz Wagner was playing. But they don't have Franz Wagner, so they got Chimmy or Kiki. And you can now key in on Banchero. If you notice, he hasn't really had that big game. I do like Jalen Suggs going against Trae Young because Trae Young turns the ball over a lot. So I'm going to gamble on Suggs today, guys. So I love Suggs. Then you got Houston at New York. Brunson appears that he's going to lose. He's going to miss another game. So that right there increases DiVincenzo. I love DiVincenzo. That means he's going to get more involved. Hartstein against Sagum. That's going to be a fun matchup. I like Randall going against Jabari Smith. I think Randall's going to be too physical. So Randall will be someone that is definitely in play. Now let's look at Charlotte, New Orleans. This is going to be a blowout. I don't want no parts of this. There's only one player from New Orleans that I'm considering. He will be in the top 5 players list once I break it down. Dallas at the Lakers. Got to play Kyrie Irving. So now let's just go ahead and break this down, guys. So we're going to start this lineup off with Kyrie Irving. The Lakers don't really have a point guard. The weakness of the Lakers, for LeBron James to be 38 years old, he's still one of the best players in the league. Anthony Davis is a hot and cold player. He'll give you 60 fantasy points, then he'll give you 40. And Kyrie Irving is not that. Kyrie Irving is, I love how Kyrie Irving has matured, guys. He's going to get 60 fantasy points in this matchup. But what Kyrie does in the first quarter, he gets all of his guys involved so they can have a rhythm, and he gets his assists, he gets his steals. But in that third quarter, he becomes Animal Man. That's what I call him. In the third quarter, Kyrie might get you 20 fantasy points. But at the halftime, don't be shocked if he's only at like 16 to 18. He lets the game come to him, and that's the maturity in Kyrie. I think Kyrie and Luka could actually win it all this year because they are playing great together. All right, guys, so at the shooting guard position, guys, Mitchell is going to have a phenomenal game, but can't reach him at 10-5. You got Hero, who I do love. You have Ivy, who's a great play. White, I would run White if he was actually going to play, but I don't know if he's going to play. If you look at Hardaway, with Luka not out there, he plays extremely well. I like him, but they've priced him up to 6'5". I loved it better when he was more of a bargain. He's no longer a bargain, but I'm going to give you Strus. I think Strus is going to have a very, very big game today. I think Strus is going to put up 35 to 40 fantasy points. I think his shot is going to be off. If you look at Strus, he only had 2 points in his last game. He's not going to have that low of a game because Milwaukee's defense is abysmal. And I believe Strus is going to go crazy. At the small forward position, guys, I'm going to save you some money. I'm going to go to the Detroit game, and I'm going to get you somebody that's very, very inexpensive. I'm going to get you Knox. And I know that he probably won't start, but I believe he gets enough minutes to get us about 20 fantasy points. So Knox is someone that I'm going to give you guys. At the power forward position, guys, I told you that there's a player from New Orleans that I like. And the player that I like from New Orleans at power forward is Nance. I can't believe that they haven't priced Nance up yet. Nance is still at 4.9. Charlotte will be losing by 30 points going into the fourth quarter. Nance will play the majority of the fourth quarter. Nance will get us 30 fantasy points at this bargain price. And guys, in the boomstick play of the night, I'm going to give you my favorite play on this slate, guys. I'm giving you Rudy Gobert. I believe Rudy Gobert goes for 50 fantasy points against Detroit. Centers just kill Detroit, and I think it's because their center is young. He's just a young guy, and Gobert is going to get every rebound. Detroit shoots a lot of jump shots, and they don't shoot the ball well. Minnesota shoots a lot of jump shots. Gobert's going to have putbacks. He's going to have blocks. Gobert could break the slate, guys. He could possibly get us 60 fantasy points. And look, guys, you got $6,500, which means you can go get 2 more stars to balance out your lineup. So this is it, guys. You got Gobert, Nance, Knox, Struz, and Irving. So, guys, that's it, guys. So I'm on to break down the rest of the slate. So, guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And, guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. Good hunting on today's slate. Love you guys. If you made it this far, don't forget to subscribe and like the video and also leave a comment. Thank you, guys. Again, love you guys.